大家好，今日咧我哋呢一個移民幫到你嘅時間咧，又請到一個重磅嘉賓嚇。Today we are very honoured to have the presence of the Consul General of Indonesia, Mr Yul。咁就係呢個印尼駐香港總領事 Mr Yul 嘅嚇。咁welcome and thank you for accepting our invitation。我哋今日咧主要都會講英文啦，咁我會將啲重點咧就用中文翻譯嘅嚇。So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Jenny. My name is Yul Edison. So, as you mentioned, that I'm the Consul General of Republic of Indonesia in Hong Kong. I'm quite new here in Hong Kong, less than a year actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you think now Hong Kong is a very interesting time? Like a lot of people are thinking about moving away and or investing abroad. So, do you think Indonesia would be a good destination for us to move to?
Yeah, Indonesia it is an interesting place to visit and because we offer many opportunities in Indonesia
Okay.
And I mean like we have like many cultures because we are a pluralistic people so this is Indonesia one of the best destination in Southeast Asia.
OK， 我哋嘅總領事 Mr Yul 咧就話印尼啦嚇，如果你係諗住喺翻東南亞發展嘅話咧，其實咧係一個非常之好嘅選擇㗎。咁佢哋有好多唔同嘅機會啦，有好多多元嘅文化咁樣嘅嚇。So well, what is your official language?
We call it Bahasa Indonesia.
Bahasa.
Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language. It is actually we adapted from some languages in Sumatra Island.
Okay.
And the Indonesian's vocabulary has been influenced by various regional languages.
Right.
In Indonesia and also from foreign languages. Like Portugal,
Right.
and also the Arabic and English, and also Dutch.
OK， 咁佢就講咧印尼咧，佢哋有佢哋自己嘅語言啦，咁就有好多唔同嘅影響啊，咁受到呢個葡萄牙啦，同埋呢一個阿拉伯啦，仲有呢一個咧荷蘭嘅語言嘅影響嘅嚇。So we have some people saying hi to you. So it's Fei King, hello, and CCCC, hi Jenny and Mr Consul, and BYGG。印尼發展真係唔錯，我印尼個 friend 都叫我去買樓，印尼前景起碼明朗過馬來西亞。So we got one question for you. So Mr Gigi, he said like Indonesia is developing very quickly, and his friend is there and asked him to buy properties there. He said Indonesia it looks like would have a better prospect than Malaysia in his view. What do you think?
Yeah. That's the Indonesia. It is the largest economy in Southeast Asia. Our economic growth is, the highest. The one of the highest in the world. It is last year our economic growth it is 5.6%.
Oh, yeah. Last year 5.6.
Yeah, compared to Hong Kong, it is like 3.2%.
Right.
This last year.
Well, we're not happy
Yeah.
about that, right?
Yeah. So that's why the Indonesia. If you visit Indonesia, it is the right time.
Right， 咁佢就話印尼咧而家咧，即係如果你諗住去發展啊，或者去睇下咧，非常之好嘅時間嚇。咁上年一年咧 GDP 都有5.6% 增長啊，相對香港得3.幾嘅啫。香港唔好講啦，我哋太多經濟以外嘅嘢要搞嘛，大家都知啦嚇。and then there's Mr Vincent said Apakaba. I don't know what that means.
It is. How are you?
Oh, how are you? Okay,
Yeah.
so like you have a friend here, your fan now, your followers. So we will move on to the next one. What is your currency?
We call it rupiah.
Rupiah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And well, if we travel, then you can use US dollar, Hong Kong dollar. So we have to change to the rupiah first.
Yeah. You have to
Okay.
change to rupiah first.
OK， 印尼盾啦嚇，大家都知啊，一沓沓咁好似去呢一個越南咁啊嚇。咁我哋去玩之前咧，你去到當地先唱都得，香港唱都得㗎嚇。你唔好即係揸港元美元都穩陣嘅，咁就去到當地唱都得嘅嚇。So what is your main professions or businesses or industry over there?
So based on the contribution of the sectors in Indonesia, at least there are 5, the main industries in Indonesia. The first one is processing industry. It is, like pharmaceuticals,
Okay.
A textile,
Right.
And the second one, it is mining,
Okay.
And the third one, it is trades.
trading.
Trade, yeah,
Okay.
trading. And
Okay.
the third one it is construction.
Okay, well I think I
Yeah.
can translate four first. So
Yeah.
咁佢話而家印尼咧主要嘅工業咧，佢講緊咧就有4樣嘢啦。咁啊第一個咧就係呢一個叫做the first one is I forgot what is the first one?
The first one is processing industry.
係啦，就係即係嗰啲加工業啦嚇。咁啊第二樣咧就係 textile 紡織業啦。第三樣咧就係呢一個trading 啦，做貿易啦。咁啊第四樣咧就係 gold mining 啊，即係嗰啲開礦嗰啲啊，金礦嗰啲啦嚇。We got more people saying hi to you. King 5 Mr Yul, nice to meet you, and KK Chen, hi Jenny. So 多謝大家支持啊 ，thank you so much. So if you like to ask Mr Yul for any questions regarding to Indonesia, please send us a message here.
Or they can come to they can visit our consulate general.
係啊，如果唔係你可以去個領事館探佢都得嘅係。So Mr Viking asked you, Mr Yul, do you know that we live 深水埗we live 水深火熱 in Hong we live in 佢話 this guy said like right now Hong Kong is having a very tough time in Hong Kong. It's not sure if you know that, but
Okay.
I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
So well, what is your education system like in Indonesia? Is it similar to the British one?
There's a little bit difference actually. You know that our government, I mean, like give a more focus on our education system.
Okay.
In Indonesia, has the fourth largest education system in the world. You know.
Okay.
And every citizen must take the 12 years compulsory of education.
Okay.
It means that 3 years in elementary school,
Okay.
and 3 years in junior high school, and
Okay.
6 years in 6 years in elementary school,
Yes.
3 years in junior high school, and 3 years in senior high school.
Same as us then. I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
就香港同印尼佢話個教育制度差唔多，應該係一樣我諗下。咁就有12年咧，就係一定要讀嘅就係讀書啦。咁啊6年小學、3年初中同埋3年高中㗎嚇。咁就係okay. So what is your lifestyle? I know Indonesian are more chill. Hong Kong is always rushing and very competitive, and people are like like they always like so loud. But Indonesians, like, what is your lifestyle?
Our lifestyle, I can see that Indonesians are very friendly. They like to smile.
That's
Even
great.
to foreigner,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and we have some good principles.
Mm-hmm.
One of them we call it musyawarah untuk mufakat. It is the decision making based on the discussion and consensus.
Right.
So it means that everybody is heard and taken into consideration what they said.
That's
so
called
this is
democracy, isn't it?
Yeah, this is part of democracy actually.
Right. 咁佢就話印尼咧，佢哋嘅人咧就係好友善啦，咁啊中意成日同就算係陌生人都有微笑啦，咁啊呢個贊成嘅認同啊嚇，咁啊同埋佢哋咧就比較民主啊，咁啊希望大家都係互相即係尊重大家嘅意見咁樣樣啦嚇，咁啊呢個當然大家都知道啦咁。King 輝can you tell me something about employment? So I think Mr. Yu just mentioned about employment. Your employment would be like based on that four main industries. So anything you want to add to what kind of employment is good for Hong Kong people if they want to move to Indonesia?
Yeah, it is in that what we need right now it is that we try to attract investors from abroad actually.
Right.
Yeah. And Hong Kong, it is number in terms of foreign direct investment in Indonesia. It is number 3 after
Okay.
Singapore and mainland China.
We are after Singapore again. I can imagine that. Like, why are we losing our,
But
achievement?
I mean, like the value is really big. It is
Right.
last year 6.5 billion.
Oh wow!
you know.
You've done your research.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so the employment in Indonesia, it's in the the mining sector,
Okay.
in the construction sector,
Okay.
and yeah. So this I mean the best two actually.
OK，咁佢就講咧，其實咧香港咧係全球第3位嘅外資嘅投落去印尼嘅，咁淨係上年咧就有6.5個 billion 啦，咁基本上係呢個 gold mining 啦，其實 gold mining 咧稍後我會講多啲，因為上一集就啱啱講咗黃金啦，我哋啲觀眾反應非常之好啦，好多粉絲都留言嚇，咁跟住咧就另外一個就 construction 啦，咁都係呢啲啦，你知佢大型嘅 infrastructure 啦，咁可能都係會有好多需要外面嘅投資啊，或者外面嘅人才嚟幫手嘅嚇。So then Indonesia's your culture is quite different from ours because like in Asia, there are different kinds of culture. We are more used to K-pop, Korean
yeah,
culture, and then like all the guys, like when you think about K-pop or Korean culture, for me, I would think about the guys wearing a lot of makeup, like more than me, and like go to Thailand, the same, like the guys, I can't tell because they wear so much makeup. But Indonesia, the men look like a man like you, right? So like, what kind of culture, like your, Indonesian culture? Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, you know that there is no singular culture in Indonesia because Indonesia is a big country, huge country. In terms of size, that we are number 14th in the world.
Oh wow!
I mean, like
Hong Kong
the size,
is so small.
Yeah, the size of Indonesia, it is like almost 3,000 square kilometers.
Wow!
So it's number 14 in the world, and we have around almost 18,000 islands. And we have 38 provinces.
38.
Every single province has its culture.
Oh wow!
So can you imagine that one?
Okay, well maybe I can translate a little bit. 咁佢話印尼就好大嘅，佢哋冇一個統一或者一個 typical 嘅 culture。咁啊，基本上咧，即係佢好似話佢哋就有成叫千島啦，印尼千島國啦，有超過1000個島啦，咁啊38個省嘅，每一個省都有自己唔同嘅文化咁啊，所以基本上咧，你可能去到唔同嘅省就已經有唔同嘅嘢睇㗎啦咁。That's really interesting. So you have a very diverse culture.
Very diverse. And may I add something? We have around more than 500 ethnicities in Indonesia, with almost 700 languages in Indonesia, local languages.
700.
Local languages. So that's why we have, I mean, what we call national language, Bahasa Indonesia.
Okay.
To unite like all differences in Indonesia, we have national language.
The national language is Indonesian.
Indonesia.
Okay, but then I think the second one would be English.
Yeah, but the second language could be English or could be French. And
I see. So the first is Indonesian.
The first Indonesia.
And then the foreign languages.
Yeah.
OK， 咁佢就話佢哋語言都有好多，因為每一個省咧原來都有自己嘅嗰啲 ethnicity 同埋 ethnicity 嘅中文係咩？即係個種族係唔同嘅。有時你都見到佢哋啲樣都幾唔同㗎嚇。咁啊另外咧就話嗰啲語言咧，佢哋又每個省都有自己嘅語言啦。咁但係最緊要就係佢統一咗個 Indonesian 就係佢個official 官方語言啦嚇。好啦，咁啊so we have another question from Vincent. Is it true that the Indo government is planning to relocate the capital city away from Jakarta? 咁啊，我哋呢個 Vincent 咧就想問咧就係咪會話個總統就會將印尼嘅首都從耶加達搬去第二度？So is it true? I didn't know that. I read about it somewhere.
It is true. So I mean like the idea, the plans to move the capital, it is since 4 or 5 years ago,
Oh, okay.
And we will move our capital to Kalimantan Island.
Okay.
It is in the central of Indonesia. If you see from the map, it is the central of Asia. We call it the Nusantara.
Okay.
Yeah. So gradually, the government office will move to new capital. If I'm not mistaken, it is at the end of this year.
Oh, that's so soon.
Gradually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is the move then?
You know that the Jakarta is that right now the number of people it is living there, it is during the day it is 26 million.
Okay.
It's
so
very
like,
crowded. Yeah.
How many % of your population?
It is our population. It is it is like almost 10%.
That's huge.
咁
佢就話因為真係人口成有超過10%都喺耶加達啦，咁啊太多人 because it's too busy, right?
It's too busy.
太繁忙，所以佢就會將個首都咧就遷徙去另一個島度，另一個城市。不過講我都噏唔翻轉頭啊個名嚇。咁就so they are let me see. So the next question would be like because we know so much about Indonesian dance and Indonesian music. And Indonesian arts, like the only thing I know a little bit about it is it's called the Indonesian gamelan music.
Gamelan music.
Yeah, gamelan music is the court music.
Yeah.
So it's like traditional music.
Traditional music.
And then you have the Indonesian dance, which is very unique.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that as well. I mean, I learned about all that in school, like back then.
From Bali, like kecak, that.
Yeah,
from Bali,
Can you tell us a little bit about your culture in terms of arts?
In terms of arts, that we have like many cultures because that we have like 38 provinces. That like also the size is really big.
Right.
And you know that about dance from Indonesia. You
Yeah,
know, there are. I mean, like probably there's more than 100 dances in Indonesia.
Oh,
you
different
know?
types.
Yeah,
Right.
and also the I mean like music, you know,
Right.
yeah, and also instrument, you know, from
Instruments,
Indonesia.
Right, yeah. I bought some of
Yeah.
like a bunch of them when I was
Yeah.
traveling, like the local instruments.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned gamelan, and
Gamelan,
we also have like angklung. We call angklung. It is made from bamboo.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and you can play it. You know.
Yeah, I bought them too when I was
Yeah.
there. But let me translate a little bit.咁我就問佢咧，印尼嗰啲藝術咧，其實佢有好多好出名嘅嘢咧。我讀書嗰時學過下啲印尼嗰啲音樂民族嗰啲舞咁樣啦。咁佢就話：哇，佢仲有好多啲全部隻手做嗰啲用竹筒做出嚟嘅樂器添啊！我諗咧真係要下次有機會咧就或者再請佢上嚟啦。可能我哋再可以有一集講下啲文化藝術嘅嘢啦嚇。咁今日咧我哋就講唔到咁多詳細嘅 details 嚇。但係咧另一個問題，the next one is Bali is the hottest travel destination for a lot of people in the world, including us. So can you tell us something about your travel attractions?
Well, here in Bali.
In Bali or anywhere
Okay.
else?
Yeah, almost everybody knows about Bali
Yes,
because
we all
Bali
love
is,
it.
I mean, like the islands of God, of land of gods, actually,
Land of
you know,
God.
yeah, land of gods,
Gods,
because
okay.
because there are many things there, you know.
Oh.
I mean, like ranging from food to till you know the cultural performance, you know.
Yes.
But we have also we also have the some destinations beyond
Right.
Bali. We call it super destinations.
Okay,
You know.
super destination.
Yeah, the one in Sumatra, we call it is Lake Toba.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the Labuan Bajo, it is close to Bali. It is, I mean, like the East Nusa Tenggara province, you know.
Okay.
And you know the Komodo dragon.
No,
Yeah, this,
unfortunately.
I mean, like
I
you
need
know.
to Google it.
So and also there is one tourist destination in Papua. You know,
Papua,
yeah,
okay.
we call it Raja Ampat.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like I think we have to count on you coming back, or
Yeah.
in other places do more promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you know that I mentioned I would like to mention and also to
our followers.
Yeah, to our viewers. You know.
Yeah.
That this coming November.
Right.
We will organize the biggest Indonesia event in Hong Kong. We call it Indonesia Week.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
Would I
this-
be invited?
Yeah, we will invite you. You know,
I'm
so
so
from
happy.
from the 1st up to the 3rd of November.
Okay.
You know.
So that would be like
Yeah.
Indonesian satay, right?
Indonesia sate, Indonesia, I mean
Noodles.
like noodles,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I love
Indonesia
Indonesian
rendang,
food.
you know, yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah. And
awesome.
also Indonesia dances, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By then,
Yeah.
maybe you can, we'll invite you again, or
Yeah.
in other, programs or something. Then you can tell us more. I have to translate a little bit.
Okay.
咁佢就講咧話印尼嗰個旅遊咧，其實大家好熟悉嘅係巴厘島啦。咁巴厘島以外咧，仲有好多地方叫做 super destination，我又係講唔翻轉頭啦啲名嚇。咁咧就係可以咧俾大家去其實巴厘島以外嘅地方玩嘅。咁我頭先咧亦都同我哋公開，首先咧就係話即係同我哋嘅粉絲啦咁就講啦，我哋印尼咧嗰個領事館咧就會今年11月咧就係舉辦最大型嘅印尼嘅活動啊喺香港，就係呢一個印尼 week 嘅嚇，係11月 November first week。
No, the 1st up to the 3rd of November. It is for 3 days.
3 days 係咁
Yeah.
就會有3日，1號至3號喺印尼喺香港咁到時咧會有啲咩宣傳啊，梗係會同我講啦，我又會同大家講啦咁。And that would be awesome. We really look forward to that.
Yes, and the venue for the 3rd up to the from the 2nd up to the 3rd of November in Wan Chai Harbourfront.
Oh, in the harbourfront.
Yeah.
Okay, so 佢就喺灣仔海旁嗰度㗎嚇，咁到時會同大家再講啦，咁到時我哋可以去玩啊嚇。So we will have a party there for sure.
Yeah, well, to be sure that I will invite you.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll cover that story. And so, we'll move on to the next question. Is Indonesia has the largest species of animals in the world, 515 to be exact. So, can you tell us a little bit about it? I actually was, obviously I have Googled it and watched all those videos. You have like a really interesting, like a dragon kind of thing, but it's
Yeah.
not a dragon.
Yeah, so we call it this Komodo dragon.
A Komodo dragon.
It is Komodo dragon,
Right.
you know.
So you can tell us a bit about
Okay.
your animals?
Yeah, because Indonesia has an incredible wildlife diversity, you know,
Yes.
and some unique species, you know. Like I can mention, it is like Komodo dragon, you know,
Komodo dragon.
and also we call it the Sumatran tiger. It is the
Okay.
smallest tiger in the world. You know?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like a cat, but it's a tiger.
Yeah, it
Right.
is. It is. We call it. It is a Sumatran tiger. You know.
Right.
And in addition to that, our governments is preserving, you know, the biodiversity in
Okay.
Indonesia. You know,
Right.
and we commit to put like 30% of our water
Yes.
to as marine restricted area.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And in terms of deforestation rates,
Right.
that it already decreased in the last 10 years, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So 佢同我講印尼咧，因為就嗰個動物咧，原來咧就我都當然上網啊做過下一啲 research 啊，先至做呢個訪問啦。咁啊，印尼有好多種，應該係全球啊其中最多唔同種類嘅動物有515種啊嚇。咁咧佢就話佢有一隻好似我見個樣好得意，佢好似dragon，即係佢好似即係龍啦嚇，即係唔係恐龍係龍啊，即係中國人嗰個而家呢龍年啦，呢個龍啦嚇嘅樣，但係佢又唔係真係一隻 dragon 嚟，佢係一個叫做 Komodo dragon，佢係喺地下度喎其實。咁啊，另外仲有一個咧就好似老虎，但係其實好細隻，好似貓咁大嗰隻貓啦，咁就叫 Sumatra tiger。咁我喺網上面見到都好得意，咁我諗，so you have like that kind of tour that bring people to see the animals?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like a safari in
Safari.
South Africa.
Yeah, we also safari in
Tour.
West
In
Java
Bali?
West Java province.
West Java, so it's in
Yeah,
Bali.
it is. It's not far from Jakarta actually. You know.
OK，咁
Yeah.
佢話喺耶加達附近咧，其實佢有一個地方咧，都有啲 safari 嘅 tour，我覺得可以去睇下。話嗰兩隻嘢好得意嘅，真係嚇。但係我諗都危險嘅啫。當然我話得意，你唔好走埋去摸下佢個頭啦嚇。咁啊Indonesia has, for us, we know a lot about Indonesian food because there are, a lot of like famous dishes like satay that we mentioned.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about it so we can actually go visit the restaurant soon?
Yeah, Indonesian food is not only satay, you know, not only fried rice. You
Yeah,
know.
I know the fried
and
noodles as well.
we have, I mean, like the best, Indonesian food in the world right now. We call it rendang. It comes from, the West Sumatra province, you know, and it is caramelized beef curry.
Caramelized beef curry. Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. 咁佢話咧印尼嘢食咧，因為我最熟悉嘅就梗係嗰啲印尼炒面啦，同埋炒飯啦，仲有就係嗰個沙爹。佢話佢有一個叫做係 caramelized 咗嘅was it caramelized beef curry？
Caramelized beef curry.
係，即係佢係咩咖喱嘅牛。但係咧，佢係 caramelized 咗啊！即係
It's like dry curry actually. A little bit like dry curry, you know.
I remember dry curry, but
Yeah.
it's like in a pack that you can buy.
Yeah.
So it's
we
not in a
sell.
restaurant, but it's in a pack.
Yeah, it also pack, you know.
Okay.
It also
我
pack.
就
You
記
can buy it,
得
you know.
我就記得印尼咧，我係食過係一包嗰啲咁啊，一條條可以掹一條條食咁。佢話原來都有做啲乾嘅沙爹牛肉，但係就唔係牛肉，唔係沙爹嚟嘅，係即係乾咗嘅咖喱嘅牛肉，好好食嘅嚇。咁I got a very interesting question from HJK6. Komodo dragon versus Sumatran tiger, who will win? Because I see on YouTube, it's very very cute.
Best scenario for a movie, and actually.
I was thinking like that's almost like what do you call that? Like that, those King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, I just saw that movie recently. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. We have no idea right now. And then they have another one from Vincent. Aku suka makan nasi.
Nasi lemak is from Malaysia. It's owned by Malaysia. It's not from Indonesia. Nasi lemak.
It's a different kind of food.
A different kind of food. It is a rice actually, you know.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I think Malaysian food is similar to Indonesian food, but Malaysian food is sweeter.
Yeah, a little bit sweeter.
Yes, but it's a little bit similar. But we'll move on to the next question. Indonesia has very, famous gold mine is called Grasberg Mine in Papua. And so, can you tell us a little bit more about gold mining right now?
Gold mining is,
very hot,
it
right?
is, yeah, it's very hot right now because the price of gold in the world right now, it is, almost always stable,
Right.
And we have, one of the best gold in the world because it is in 1936,
Okay.
And with the best quality, and in addition to that, our government also control the environment itself,
OK， 咁佢哋話印尼咧就係so it's like the gold is from 36 years ago。
It found it is 1936.
哦，1936。咁
Yeah.
佢話其實佢哋咧1936年已經發現咗有呢個金礦啦，咁啊一路係咁有人開發啦，同埋政府咧就好大力支持呢個行業啦嚇。I think it's gonna be more valuable because gold price is going up.
Yeah.
And it has gone up from maybe 1,600 from last year to like 2,500
Oh, you
this
know,
year.
you remember
So,
that funny.
yeah, I've been tracking that myself, right? So that's why it's going up, and so if you have more gold mine, it's gonna be more valuable. 係咁啊，梗係啦。如果大家係諗住投資黃金，定係買金條，定係買黃金基金，定係直接去印尼投資個黃金嘅金礦咧嚇，呢一啲咧都係可以咧，就稍後大家有興趣可以傾下嘅嚇。好啦，咁we got a question from from my this is a very good diehard fan Jack Ju. He said like the thing that they eat most from Indonesia is the Indo noodles.
Indomie.
Yeah. Everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
Even I have that one.
Yeah.
And so like the other thing is Indonesia has the biggest young population in the world. What does that say about your future development?
That the young generation in Indonesia right now is almost 60% of our population.
60%.
60%.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It is becomes the what we call demographic dividend for us.
Why?
Yeah, because we have a vision. We call it the.
So when you say young, it's below 30 or below 35?
Below 40.
Below 40, okay.
Yeah, so
it's just like us.
Like us, right? Yeah, of course. You're still in you're still in the 20s.
Oh, of course, yeah. Everybody can see.
Yeah, so and because we have our vision, we call it the Indonesian Golden Vision. It is because it is in 2045 that we will celebrate the 100 years of Indonesian independence. So this is our best target, and our government already set up the a target that by 2045 Indonesia will become the number 4th largest economy in the world. Right now we are number 14. Or number 15 in the world. It is like quantum leap, for Indonesia. No, by 2045.
45.
So that's why we need to, give more education, higher education to our young generations.
Right.
Including sending them abroad.
Right.
Including Hong Kong.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, and I already met with the 5 leadership from 5 top Hong Kong universities, in order to, discuss further about cooperation.
You should do more exchange programs.
Yeah. We're still working. We're still working right now.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So like I have to translate a little bit。咁佢就講咧，其實印尼咧就有全球最年青嘅人口咁佢人口入邊60%咧就喺40歲以下嘅咁年青人即係好似我哋咁啦咁跟住佢就話咧，政府係好着重年青人嘅教育啦，因為佢哋咧就希望第日喺2045年啦，而家咧就全球個GDP 佢哋排第14位，咁佢希望咧去到2045咧就可以去到第4位，咁要加緊有好多即係好多個位要追quantum leap。There's a lot of catching up to do, but I'm sure you will get it. It's kind of like China, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's called like the population bring you dividends. There's a lot of work, but it will get there. And then we get another Tommy saying you have this population dividend. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And Vincent saying Indomie enak. I don't know what's enak.
It is delicious.
Delicious, yeah, for sure. And so we would like to know, like, if we, there are many young Hong Kong people are thinking about moving abroad and, maybe get another degree or get a job or start a business. And I'm sure you can imagine why. And so why or what would you recommend? Let's say if the parents give them some money, and of course we'll talk about it in a minute, about Indonesian immigration. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So let's say if they finish college, they're 20-something, or they just work for a little bit, they're in the 30s, and they want to start a new life. They don't have millions of dollars. They wouldn't move to like, the US or Canada.
Yeah.
Then they want to move to somewhere closer to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Indonesia would be a good choice, but what can they do?
Yeah, the first, the first reason, and it is about this cost of living in Indonesia. It is, less expensive compared to U.S.
US,
and
right.
even Hong Kong, you know,
Right.
because compared to Hong Kong, let's say if they buy an apartment in Indonesia,
Right.
the price it is 1/3 of Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
That's
Yeah.
compare Jakarta to
Yeah,
Hong Kong.
Jakarta to Hong
Right,
Kong,
okay,
you know.
okay.
So 1/3 because
Okay.
Hong Kong it is you know it is
We are like the most expensive in the world, even like now after
one
the
of
crash.
the
One of the highest,
one of the highest, you know.
Well, we're just after London and New York, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy price.
Yeah.
Right. So then 咁佢就講話，因為印尼咧，你嗰個生活指數低好多啦，係講緊香港嘅1/3度啦。咁啊，基本上如果你買樓咧，或者成都平好多啊嚇。咁啊，如果你年青人過去嗰邊咧，你最少個生活成本唔會好似去美國、加拿大咁高先啦咁。So and then you know if they just finish college or have 10 years working experience, what would you recommend them to do over in Indonesia if they want to start a new life there?
We need some expertise, you know. Like expertise from the let's say it is from young generation also from abroad, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a kind of transfer of knowledge for us actually.
Okay, so you want talent.
Yeah, it's talent, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
OK，咁佢就話：如果年青人嘅話咧，佢哋其實都係同全世界一樣啦，都係搶人才啦咁樣樣。
Yes.
So just the talent.
Yeah,
Mostly.
they can work as consultant in Indonesia,
okay.
Particularly in the finance area,
Okay, the 金融
insurance
嘅專才
area. Yeah, because we know,
Finance
yeah,
like me then,
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
me, right? Yeah.
You can move to
Apply, I can
Indonesia.
apply for sure.
Apply
yeah.
for
for a job there. So maybe we can talk a little bit about if they want to move to Indonesia. Is there any kind of immigration programs you can tell, or I can tell a little bit later?
Yeah, that there is immigration policy. It is launched last year. We call it a golden visa. You know, it is aims for particularly for businessmen. You know,
Okay.
to to stay in Indonesia for like couple of times. Let's say that is normally it is, let's say it is just short visit, and with the new policy, they can stay in Indonesia for 5 or 10 years.
OK，
You know.
嗱咁我補充下啦，咁就話如果你係想投資移民去印尼嘅話咧，嗱，如果唔係投資嘅就頭先講咗啦，你係人才專才咁啊，全球都需要呢啲人㗎啦嚇。咁啊，如果你係話想去但係用錢搭救嘅咧，其實咧就可以用35萬美金咧，可以投資一啲都係政府指定嘅產品啦，咁啊包括印尼嘅股票啊、債券啊、基金嗰啲啦咁樣樣。咁啊另外咧都有一啲咧就係投落去指定嘅業務啊，或者你自己喺嗰邊做生意都得嘅。咁啊最少係35萬美金，就有5年嘅長期簽證啊，咁有一啲係10年嘅，因為佢有好多種玩法嘅，佢個 matrix 咧就係可以譬如投嘅錢多啲，或者投去啲佢指定但係可能冷門啲偏門啲嘅嘢咧，或者成咧，總之佢指定嘅咧，咁就可能個錢多啲，你就可以住到10年啦；錢少啲就住到5年。嗱，總之佢就有好多種項目啊，即係俾你去揀嘅。咁啊簡單啲講就你預幾十萬美金到啦，咁啊可以有個長期簽證啦，咁啊喺印尼生活咧。I know Indonesia is one of the hottest destination for the digital nomad before. I'm not sure about this year, but for the past few years. Because I even have friends who moved to, well, not Indonesia, but they moved to Thailand, and then from Thailand they moved around Southeast Asia. Because now all we need to do is we need a phone and a Wi-Fi connection. That's it, or a computer. So people would choose like Indonesia has wonderful weather, very good climate, and it's beautiful beaches, and then wonderful food, and people are friendly. So they just bring the computer and the phone, and they just move to Indonesia. And they need a visa though.
Yeah. And you know that you can visit Indonesia in terms of the technology that we develop right now. You know, we are developing the new technology. You know, and in addition to that, we also need some collaboration, some cooperation with other countries. You know, and with including Hong Kong. You know.
咁佢就講咧，其實印尼咧，佢哋而家係發展得非常之好嚇，咁啊喺科技方面咧都有同好多唔同國家嘅合作啦，咁啊包括我哋啦，梗係。咁啊如果年青人啦想過去，即係頭先我講嘅好多我哋攞住個電腦啊、電話咧，只要有 WiFi 咧，咩都做到啊！即係包括我自己在內啦，而家覺得係完全唔需要寫字樓嘅啫。你啲人翻嚟坐都係你又望下我，我望下你嘅啫嚇。咁你不如咧就去一個靚嘅地方。咁啊印尼天氣非常之好啦，陽光海灘啦。咁啊如果你即係用可能香港3 1/3嘅生活成本咧，甚至乎再低啲咧，你就已經可以做到一啲即係生意啦、業務啦嚇，咁啊亦都可以同時享受人生嘅嚇。That sounds a very good life, you know, beach and sunshine every day.
Oh yeah, not also. I mean, probably in the past, you know, we know that the model probably from the tourism. I mean, what do you call this tourism ministry in Indonesia? It is sun, sand, and also the sea. You know, but right now that we have other three.
Right.
You know, the serenity. You know, the serenity, sustainability,
yeah, like
and
that.
Spirituality. So at least we have 6S right now.
Wow, so 咁我翻譯一下啦，佢就講得好好。第一個係 sea 海灘啦，即係印尼有啲咩 offer 俾大家咧嚇？sea 海灘啦，sun 就太陽啦。sea sun and what is the other one?
Sun, sea and sand.
Sand 係啦，咁啊沙就沙灘啦 ，sand 啦。咁啊另外而家仲有3個新嘅 serenity 係寧靜啦，跟住 sustainability 係延續性啊，你做啲咩都可以 sustainable 嘅。而家即係我講緊生意嗰啲啦嚇。And the last one is
spirituality.
Spirituality。咁啊呢個咧完全認同啊！你去到印尼咧，佢有嗰種靈性喺度嚇，佢好多 yoga 好多瑜伽，a lot of like yoga places now.
Oh yeah.
咁佢有啲係 retreat and you have like spa and retreat and the medical retreat program as well.
Exactly.
係啊，佢有好多係嗰啲專係去做嗰啲瑜伽啊，或者啲避，即係佢唔係叫避靜啊，一啲叫做retreat 唔知中文係咪 retreat 係嗰啲，即係總之你譬如匿埋幾日咁，然之後翻嚟又即係個人好重新開始咁樣樣嗰啲啦，身心靈係啦，身心靈嘅旅行咁樣樣。So this is really wonderful. We have only 4 minutes left, actually 3.5 minutes. So if you have any questions for our Consul General, please send us a message here. Maybe you can ask him anything about Indonesia you want, just send us a message here. You know, after all this, you know, of course, you know, we are very curious about, you know, because we are savvy investors here for HKS Media followers. So what kind of investment opportunities do you have for Hong Kong people?
There are some actually. I can I mean like mention some of them. You know, the first one it is in tourism. You know,
tourism
and hospitality. Like you know, hotels, resort, restaurants. You know,
right.
And in addition to that, it is what do we call it? Is transformation digital.
Transformation.
The digital transformation actually.
Okay.
You know, so like you know that. The digital economy in Indonesia, it is one of the best in the world right now, you know, because we have around almost 3,000 startup companies in Indonesia.
Okay.
It is number six in the world, and it is number 1 in Southeast Asia.
咁佢原來好多 startup 有成3000間嘅，咁就係東南亞就係第1位啦，咁啊喺全球嘅第6位啊，即係好多呢啲始創嘅公司啦，咁啊同埋佢哋亦都係全球做 digital transformation 啊，啲電子嘅，即係嗰啲即係都係即係 IT 嘢啦嚇，咁啊亦都係好 top 嘅做得嚇，咁啊And the other thing we would like to know is that, like, you know, if we say, just now you said the cost of buying an apartment. I say if you want to buy an apartment, say about 500 square foot, like 2-bedroom in Jakarta, in like urban, like CBD. So how much would that cost in Jakarta?
The precise cost, I don't know, but as I mentioned before, you know, the compares to Hong Kong, the price of a property in Indonesia, it is 1/3 or 1/4 of Hong Kong.
Okay. So it would be in Hong Kong would be around 10 million. Then in Jakarta would be around 2 to 3 million.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be great. That would be really awesome. And so you know, we have so much fun talking to you today, and it's really interesting. Just one last thing, before we wrap up, do you like Hong Kong or anything you want to share with us about Hong Kong that you know you have been here for less than a year? You miss we used to have so much fun, like parties every night, and I've got an invitation to like one Consul General event like every month, and now it's different, but it's picking up a little bit. And of course we are pro-government, so you know, so like, what do you like about Hong Kong if you do like us?
I like Hong Kong. I mean, like the lifestyle of Hong Kong. You know, Hong Kongers. You know, then we call it Hong Kongers. You know, then and in addition to that, it is closer to my country actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because
It's like 4 hours, right?
It is 5 hours
5
flight
hours,
actually.
okay.
You know, because this is my fifth assignment abroad, you know,
Okay.
and it is the closest ones to my country.
Right.
You know.
Now you mentioned you
Yeah.
were in Mexico before.
I in Mexico before, and also in Ottawa, Canada, and also in
wow.
Moscow, Russia, and last
That's
year
interesting.
I was still in Berlin, Germany.
Berlin,
Yeah.
wow! You know, you have been all over the world.
Yeah, no, that's
so proud to have you today as my guest.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
Yeah. So that's all you like about Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, I really like Hong Kong, and in addition to that we have, I mean, like our big community here,
Right.
almost 200,000. Yeah.
Okay, so
It is second to Philippines.
OK，咁佢好中意香港啦，因為香港就係真係好有呢一個動力各方面啦。咁最緊要就係有20萬嘅印尼嘅人喺度咧，咁就其實基本上除咗菲律賓之外咧，咁啊香港人口咧係最多啦，同埋佢都其實去過好多地方做總領事㗎嚇，咁啊去咗呢個南美洲啊，又去過呢一個歐洲啊，又去過總之好多加拿大、美洲咁樣樣，但係 but like for all your posting, Hong Kong is like one of the best I hope.
One of the best.
係啊，咁佢就香港係其中一個最中意嘅地方啦。咁，well, we almost have to wrap up, but before we wrap up, would you like to say something in your language to our fans, our followers?
Terima kasih para pemirsa. Senang sekali bisa hadir di sini dan
Translate.
yeah. Thank you, viewers. I'm truly delighted to be here today. You know that, and I'm glad to share this information about Indonesia. You know, but if you still have any questions, don't hesitate to come to visit our Consulate General.
Okay, that's wonderful. So thank you very much
Thank you,
for
Jenny.
doing our interview. Really appreciate it, and so hopefully we'll see you in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. 多謝大家，我哋下星期一再見。Thank you，拜拜。
Bye.